Welcome to the Chronic Minds podcast. I'm here with you. I'm Ray, one of the three hosts of this, podcast. I'm here today with Xavier Nealy.
Yo, yes, Xavier E.F, man. You gotta add the E.F.
The E.F.
You gotta
Okay,
add the
the
E.F.
one and only, the no junior.
The no junior, nah, I gotta add the E.F though.
Okay, I expect that. So,
Yeah.
where you from, my guy?
So I'm originally from Houston, Texas. Came out here 2 years ago. So been out here ever since. You know what I mean?
So, like, what else are you into? What other background you give? Like, I know you're an actor. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your thing, doing shows and taking flights. I know we had a conversation about that, prior to this. But what else is there to you, man? How you feeling? How's your mental space right now?
I'm feeling good mentally, man. I grew up to be mentally strong. You know what I mean? Especially when playing with sports. You know what I mean? You can't let anybody deteriorate from your path. You know what I mean? So, I was preached to be mentally strong, man. So, yeah, man.
I respect that.
Yeah.
So, tell me what you got going on, man. What's on your mind?
So, right now I just been filming and stuff, doing like projects and all that. You know what I mean? Just came from a premiere in Philly at the Black Star Film Festival, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a great experience, dope experience, great people, a lot of positivity there. It was like a lot of talent. My project premiered, I think it world premiered. I think it's gonna be on Xfinity, so that's good. Previously, I just got through filming this thing in Detroit. It was a Detroit indie. I was out there for maybe 27 days, and that was a great experience. A little ups and downs with that project, but we finally got that one. I was about to have another premiere shortly. I think this month in Detroit. They having I think it's at the, I'm not sure what the name of the festival is, but they're having a second premiere for that too. So I got some more things in the work. Just came from Austin too. Also did a project there, but I got a couple more things in the works right now. Just auditioning right now, pretty much.
Okay, what got you inspired into this whole like acting thing for yourself, my guy? Like,
So it's crazy because I feel like I feel like it was meant. You know what I mean? Because I would go I used to live with my grandma, and she had this laptop. So I was like, okay, let me just get on it. And I was rehearsing like rap songs and like movie lyrics, and I would go to school and like I would like say that to like my friends and people I didn't know, just to like get reactions and make them laugh. And like crazy thing is, like, never thought about doing theater. You know what I mean? I was a shy kid, so I was scared to do front presentations. So I was like for sure not about to do theater or acting. So time goes by, middle school, I started doing skits with my homie. We started doing skits, and Snapchat was blowing up like around 2012, 2013. I'm throwing skits on Snapchat. I'm getting like 50 notifications. That's a lot to me. Like 50, that's a lot of notifications to me. So I'm getting notifications on Snapchat, going crazy, posting them on Instagram, getting hella likes. And then high school, it kind of slowed down, but I did a couple more skits, and I kind of fell off a little bit because I started getting into like sports and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like it was meant for me. I just didn't know how to go about it. So the pandemic happened, 2020. We had like a lot of time isolation. So I was just like, okay, let me really figure out like, what I want to do. You know what I mean? Because the college route, it wasn't for me. You know what I mean? I wasn't about to go to college and do something I didn't want to do. Like I don't like wasting time. You know what I mean? And I was like, for college, I was like basically I was doing the work just to get it done. I wasn't trying to like retain anything. You know what I mean? I was just trying to get the thing done. That's not how I should go about it.
I mean, I respect that. I mean, that's just where you were at mentally at the time.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want, you couldn't do it now, don't mean you can't do it later.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Not knocking college, for sure. If you feel like you need to go to college, then by all means go to college, get your education. That's important. But I'm not gonna say it's not the only option. You know what I mean?
I feel
but
that.
for sure, go to college. Make sure you go to college.
But you're 21, right?
Yeah.
21. So you know what I'm saying? Like you just finished high school,
like 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
So it's not too long ago. So like, what was there anybody that kind of like motivated you into acting? Like, did you have any like stars that you kind of looked up to that always just?
I wouldn't say nobody motivated me. I mean, I feel like I motivated myself because it was just I love movies. Like, you can ask anybody, like, I'm gonna say a line from a movie probably every day, just cause I just love movies and I like making people laugh. So I feel like me finally just pushing myself when I had that time of isolation. I'm like, okay, I just need to go put my 4 foot forward, and just do it, try it out. You know what I mean? And go for it.
So there ain't no actor that just resonated with you, or actress, nothing like. But what was there a movie?
Uh, I love Friday, man. So I love comedy. At first, I was just doing like a lot of comedy stuff, but like I started to look at it like from different aspects. I don't wanna just be a one-dimensional actor. I wanna be versatile. You know what I mean? So I just started looking at different movies and different artists. Like I love Damson Idris. He's a great London, England-based actor. Uh, Viola Davis. Who else? Denzel. Not the typical people, but you know what I mean. I like Daniel Kaluuya. He's great. Yeah, I wouldn't say I looked up to them at first, because at first I didn't know them, and like where I'm from, nobody's being an actor. You know what I mean? And people probably look at you stupid if you said that, but I feel like just my personality, my goofiness, people seen it and they was like, oh, that's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? That's his personality. I'm not surprised by that, and I won't be surprised that he has success in that field. You know what I mean?
No, I feel like people can get that, you know, the vibe off you, man. I mean, you stay pretty clean. You got the little, you know, gold chain on and whatnot. But you know, you gotta keep everything on you how you plan to. But shoot, what can I follow with that? So, like, you wouldn't say there's no like nobody that's giving you any guidance there. Ain't no like uncles, nobody that's just like paving the way or giving you no like anything in that.
Nah, man. As I was growing up, they like sports, so they wanted to be involved. Like I had uncles, they wanted to be involved with like the sports thing. Played like football all the way until I was maybe in the 7th grade. And I got a love for track, but then I didn't like that because it was too hot. So I'm like, all right, let me get in the gym, let me go play basketball. Had the love for that, but pretty much like they was supporting after that. But like even though it was still kind of little support, that's the thing they were supporting. You know what I mean? So I'm glad. I'm just glad I chose a different path. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be the typical sports guy. There's not a lot of people that's where I'm from that want to be actors. Like I don't know or have ever seen someone that I know wanted to become an actor.
Respect.
Yeah.
So, what's your why? What keeps you motivated each day to keep doing it?
Fam, we right now, we living good right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm humble, but I want to make them, I want to buy my mom and my family a bigger house. You know what I mean? I want to, you know what I mean? And I want to inspire other kids and stuff like that. I want to show people that like, yo, you don't have to just play sports or do anything you don't want to do. Like you could be in the arts, you know what I mean? Because that's also fun, and there's benefits of it, and it's good things that come with that. So be yourself, and you know what I'm saying, just think big, you know what I mean? Don't have a small, like one box mind, you know what I mean, one dimensional mind. Think big, think bigger.
I feel that. Do you ever think about your legacy?
Yeah, man, I want to make sure, that's why I'm working so hard right now. So for when I have a child, a daughter or a son, I want them to continue the legacy, but in their own way, you know what I mean? I don't want them to necessarily copy what I do. I want them to try to figure out what they want to do with their life, and I'm going to be 100% behind that and support them 100%. You know what I mean?
That's real. But you're not gonna push like college or anything, just whatever I guess they excel in.
I mean, it just depends on what they want to do. If they want something that they have to do to go to college for, then I'm going to push it. You know what I mean? But if they want to do what I do, they can go to college for it, but they don't necessarily have to. And I'm not going to let them be like, I'm going to give it to them. You know what I mean? You have to work for everything you want. There's nothing going to be given in my house. So, yeah, that wouldn't work.
So what's kind of like the process for you right now as an actor? Do you have to go through like an agency of some sort? Or?
Yeah, so this is for new actors too. So if you don't have an agency, you can get on these websites called Actors Access, Casting Networks, and Backstage. I booked all my upcoming roles and my roles I've done on Backstage. That's a good like platform, like if you're just starting off. But it's like a super long process. Once you get into like, just stay with Backstage for right now. But once you get like your headshots, your resume, your real footage, and you got everything like packaged up, you got classes, I would say start applying on Actors Access if you want to do TV and film, and then if you like commercials, I would get on casting networks. That's like a good platform for that. But you know what I mean? Yeah, those are good platforms for that.
That's real.
Yeah.
So what other like platforms are you on? You on like TikTok and all?
I'm not necessarily into TikTok like that. I mean, I'm on it, but I don't make like videos and stuff like that. I'm just not into it. But I do see a lot of like acting stuff on there and all types of stuff, people dancing and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie, TikTok is a good platform for you to blow up off of, because it's just a wide range of people there. Like you could be a nobody one day, and the next thing you know, you can get 500,000 views on a video that you went to sleep on, and now it's blowing up now. You know what I mean? So that is another like good avenue, like a good like streaming service for you to use to blow up and become somebody. Because I think I watched this interview, and I think what's her name? It's the showrunner, the former showrunner for Power, Courtney Kim. She casted light skinned Keisha, like just because of her personality off Instagram, because she used to make funny videos. So it's just like you can be yourself and have your own personality, and if you want to become an actor, you just never know who's watching. They could cast you in their movie role, and that could be your big break, and that could change your life forever. You know what I mean? So I'm 100% for sure. Like I want to start getting into TikTok and stuff like that, but I'm behind whoever like wants to, you know, chase their goals and be on TikTok and do all that other stuff. Like for sure, you can do that.
So with these like social media platforms, it is a good avenue to just be like active on it, just because it does promote you as an actor.
Yes, for sure.
I feel that. So what else are you on? Are you on Twitter, Instagram?
Well, I'm on Instagram. I deleted Twitter. I wasn't really active on Twitter like that. I need to get back on Twitter. I feel like probably once I book like maybe a bigger project, I can start getting the following, then I'll probably reinstall Twitter and get back active. But I don't have Twitter. I have Instagram. You can follow me at real Xavier E.F. Nealy. Don't forget the E.F. Gotta add the E.F. But right now I'm just on Instagram, and that's where I have all my stuff, and you'll get notified for any new projects or anything that's coming up on Instagram.
That's real.
Yeah.
So where else have you traveled to in like your acting career?
So I traveled to. So the first place I traveled to was Philly for acting. I just completed that project for the Black Star Film Festival. It's called the Big Three. I was out there for 4 days filming, and then after that, that's what I just told you. I just went to Detroit for 27 days to go film this indie feature film called 20 Somethings. Should be dropping very, very soon, in the next couple months. Those are only the two places that I went to start filming. I'm pretty sure, because I know I have potential in this acting industry, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be traveling to other places soon. But other than that, I've been locally. Like I just came from Austin, Texas to go film my Generation Hope project. That was a fun experience. Great people, great production. They were great. And the first project I ever did was an anthology series called Black Clown. I think that was in the Metroplex, Dallas. So yeah, I haven't traveled a lot, but from where I'm starting from, it's like that's big. You know what I mean? Traveling like that early, that's big.
No, for real. I'm just asking how that film experience was to you.
Oh, it was great. The anthology series, it was a great experience. It was crazy because like I wasn't nervous. You know what I mean? Normally somebody who's just starting off, never acted before in front of a camera, never acted in front of a group of people, like they would be nervous. I wasn't nervous. I was well prepared. Everybody had great vibes. The cast, the crew, everybody was just good. And that was pretty much every set from like then on. So it's a great experience. That's why I feel like I got the bug, because it's just, I don't know, everybody's just, it's just a vibe. Not gonna lie, it's a vibe.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel that. So do you plan on moving to any like other cities to try to get like closer to these any roles per se, or do you just kind of want to stay here and just make your grounds and just kind of keep traveling out?
So for right now, I'm gonna stay out here and just build up my resume. I feel like that's the best thing to do. I want to move to LA because I have a couple friends in LA, and they were basically saying that's like the best market to go out there. You know what I mean? Atlanta also, but I feel like with LA, I feel like I might get bigger projects, but I'm not knocking Atlanta or any other like place. But I think my move to go is probably gonna be Los Angeles.
Feel like-
Yeah,
So, have you ever been to Los Angeles?
never. Trying
Never.
to go.
I
Trying to
don't,
go.
I don't know. I got a lot of friends that I mean they win. You know,
How is
and
it?
I hear about it. I mean, I hear there's a lot of homelessness going on. You know what I mean?
heard.
I don't know if that's like a big thing for you, but you know, I mean, the opportunities there. I hear them say the same thing. You know, a lot of opportunities are in LA, so it only makes sense to kind of live out there because if you do get opportunity and they ask you to be out there, it's just more costly to you to keep traveling.
Right,
You know,
right.
But, you know, I know it's also expensive to live in California.
Yeah, it's
so,
very expensive, man.
Yeah, so I don't know how you gonna figure that one
I'm
out.
gonna have to stack up at least 15, 20K before I even make that move, man. I don't want to be struggling out there. 'Cause rent is high, gas is high. You see them gas prices?
Yeah,
It's like $7.
yeah, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But at the same time, though, how do you feel about like consistent work while you're doing acting? Like,
Oh.
how does that?
Gotta be consistent. Gotta be consistent and persistent, bro. I do not like inconsistency. Like, it just shows in the work, bro. Like, if you inconsistent, like, you're not really getting the full potential of like what you can be. Like, it's crazy. Last year, I was like kind of inconsistent with this acting thing, and I wasn't getting auditions like that. I wasn't improving. Then I just locked in, and I was like, I'm about to focus up, and I'm about to lock in for the next year, and I'm about to go hard, and I ended up getting an agent. They ended up last year. I ended up getting a lot of bookings. Like, I think I'm at maybe 51 auditions this year so far. That's a big improvement because last year I had 10 auditions, like the whole year. So you have to be consistent. That's the main thing, and I preach that to all my friends and like everybody or anybody that's looking to do anything, like anything. Period. Like, you need to be consistent. Just give yourself 6 months to a year of consistent work, and I promise you, you're gonna see progress. It may not be what you want, but it's going to be progress for sure. Like, please just be consistent and be persistent and say what you're gonna do. Like, that's my big thing I preach.
I feel it. How you feel about like balancing that consistency for your work and then balancing like things like a job or family or anything else going on?
Yeah, it could be tough, but I mean, you have to do it. I made a sacrifice to not work full time anymore and work part time so I can have a little bit more time on my acting. At first, I was working full time, and not gonna lie, I would be tired. Sometimes I get auditions and I might pass because I'm tired and I know I wouldn't make the due date, and I can't work on the script because I'm at work like at the time of the night because I worked overnight. Not being able to get rest. When I get home, I'm falling asleep all the way until it's time for me to go back to work. So I had to make that sacrifice to just let me take part-time work, let me get back in class, let me enroll in class, and let me just go strong. Like, let me focus up and let me just go crazy with this. So it's a balance for sure, but you can work it. It's possible for sure.
I feel like, do you really have like much of a personal life? Do you hang out with a lot of friends often, or is it just occasional?
Yeah, I go to Houston maybe every other month. I go hang with my friends down there. You know, we'll kick it, chill. I got a homie up here. We'll go do photo shoots. That's my favorite thing to do in my personal life. Go take pictures and make skits with my videographer Adiz. He's a great person. He's a great videographer. So we go do content with that. I really just like to be just doing creative stuff. You know, I'm a creative person, so I'm not really like a club person. I don't like to go out like that. I'm kind of reserved. I'm kind of chill. So I like to do stuff that has purpose. So if I go take photography pictures, I can post it on my Instagram. People can see that. You know what I mean? They can just be interested in that. Stuff like that. Like, that's just me. I'm not really a club person, so I like the creative stuff.
I feel that. But you're not like much of like a chatty person. You don't really just.
It just depends. Now, if we're talking about like something I'm passionate about, we can talk all day. We can talk for hours. If it's like just something I don't have interest for, then I might not give you conversation. I'm not gonna be rude about it. I'll still like talk to you, chop it up with you, but in reality, like, I'm not gonna be interested. So my face might show, you know what I mean? And I don't mean no offense by it. Sometimes I'm just not passionate about whatever you might be talking about. Now, if we get into acting, anything with the arts, creative talk, then yeah, we can talk all day. Let's talk. We can talk whatever you want to talk. Facts.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I mean that's just your drive and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
you're willing to make sacrifices to do this passion of yours. You know what I mean? That's one thing that you're gonna continue to make sacrifices. it won't ever end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you gotta keep on rolling. You know what I'm saying? You only got this dash between beginning and end, and there's nothing else is gonna matter outside of that, below that, above that, or really even in between. What only really matters is what you make matter.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Anything else is like, you know, out the water as soon as you don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like that's even what you're saying with the passion. It's like why. What value can I take from this if I don't feel like I'm getting anything from it? You know what I mean? And that's a lot of times like, you know, you could be missing the point a lot of times with people, or even missing the point having a conversation with somebody. Because somebody's only going to take so much from you, and you only can give so much for them to take. But, you know, like, that's why I kind of like even have like this podcast or something, or like a conversation, because it just gives you perspective. You know what I mean? I love your perspective, because, you know what I mean? I know you're passionate about acting, and I know that, you know what I mean, this is something that you're probably going to be doing until you retire.
Facts, man.
You know,
I love it, man.
I know you love it. I mean, you're only 21 now. 40 years from now, bro, there's no telling.
Yeah.
There's no telling, man. So, you know, you got to get your name in the stone the best you can. You know what I mean? That's why, my thing is, like, I want a legacy. You know what I'm saying? I want to kind of put a legacy as far as, like, having assets and having that family. You know what I mean? And passing my bloodline down, you know? And then anything else, I mean, I feel like it'll just be washed out with time. You know what I'm saying? So,
for sure.
you know, I still wouldn't mind having it. You make something last for years, bro, that's something better than someone can make last for a couple minutes or, you know, a few weeks or something like that. You know what I mean? I love making, like, something out of nothing. I don't know if you ever watch any of those, like, shows where it's, like, competitions and stuff. Like, what is it? Like, Is It Cake? Or,
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? It's kind of like a reality show, and they put a lot of drama in it. So then, like,
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen nothing like that? Come on, bro.
I haven't seen it.
You never seen like a game. It's like a game show type thing. You never seen like these game shows type of thing. Like it'll be like 3, 4, 5 people, and then like they'll have them do one thing, put like a timer up, and then they're all worried about they're gonna mess it up. But
it's like a cake type of thing.
it could be like Is It Cake?
Anything.
Anything. Okay, so like okay, that show Is It Cake? You know what I'm saying? They make cake out of anything.
Okay.
So like you might think like something is cake, but it's not. And they'll put like 4 contestants in like a room, and they'll all get like different creations to make, and they're gonna try to make like, you know, cake, a cake version that's gonna, you know, they're gonna put into like a little like, what is it? Like it's like a little scene, and you got, you know, someone's gonna try to pick out, you know, there's gonna be like 3 judges that pick out which one's a fake one, which one's
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one in particular, but I have seen like those type of game shows.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like those types of game shows. Like I'll watch one like Forged in Fire. You know, I like the blacksmiths getting to work and making something out of just plain metal or like rusted material or something like that. Like, because they'll make swords or hammers or something. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, keeps me going. You know what I mean? If there ain't no like black shows on, or you know.
For sure.
Sports.
Yeah.
So
I'm not really into sports like that no more, man. It's crazy because I used to be passionate about sports. Now I don't even put it on TV, bro. I don't watch it at all.
What lost you in the passion, my dog?
Man, high school, man. I was playing ball and just a lot of favoritism and not the coach not really believing in me like that. You know what I mean? And I kind of fell out of love with it going into like the end of my junior year. Lost a lot of confidence, and I was like, you know what, I kind of don't really care for this, and that's the reality started setting in, like, yeah, I'm not going to the league, man. I'm not going, first of all, I'm not going D1, and I'm not going to the league. Like, if I do go to college to go hoop, it's probably going to be a JUCO, it's probably going to be a low JUCO, and then after that, after the 4 years is over with, like, that's it. Like, the reality starts setting in, you know what I mean? But I feel like I'm glad that kind of happened, because I'm destined for this acting stuff, man, and that's really like my calling. I feel like that's my passion, you know what I mean? And sports is not, but I'm not knocking it because it kind of shaped me who the person I am today, about being like mentally strong, because you know mental health is like a big topic now, and you know people need to make sure their mental health is good and stuff like that. So I feel like basketball kind of like helped me be mentally strong and not, you know, care what other people say, and you know, put your full foot forward. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Respect that. So, what do you do now as far as like taking care of like your physical body? You know, do you still like exercise while you act? Or?
Yeah. Go to the gym, man. Go get some cardio in. Got this little workout routine I do. You know what I mean? Just try to eat healthy as much as I can. Not gonna lie, I be eating like a pig sometimes, man. I be going crazy with the food, man. But I mean, I try my best, man. I got a membership, so I'm about to start getting in the gym real fast. Especially when I book this role, I'm manifesting this role, so you'll be the first to see. Like, hey, I'm about to book that role. I'm not gonna tell y'all yet, but y'all gonna see. Like, you'll know. So.
For sure. You gotta manifest what you want really in the world. But
Yeah.
I know that Whataburger really be hitting, man.
Yo, hey.
Yeah,
the Whataburger be hitting on break, man.
With patty melt with the fries.
Yeah, man. With the double what I get, the
double patty or something like that, man.
With the lemonade mixed with the Powerade.
Oh yeah.
Man, it's hit. If you anywhere where Whataburger is, get the lemonade mixed with Powerade. I'm telling you, it hit. It go crazy.
All that, bro. I mean, you even gotta trade up the fry for an onion ring, man.
Man, what?
Just gets it going on.
Get both of them. Thanks.
But nah, you gonna get real fat like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I know, you can't forget we still out here to survive, and you know what I mean. You could still be living good, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But same time, you still gotta worry about your health and stuff. You know, a lot of black people, high blood pressure and diabetes, just rampant thing.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, as long as you're keeping the balance in there, that's what's up. So like, I guess. You don't have any other hobbies like that kind of occupy you in your time.
Well, I used to do music, but I mean, I got so caught up in the acting bug, man. I just stopped doing music. I'm not gonna lie, I love music. I love the feeling of being in the studio. It's just a different feeling, man. Especially when you're just creating with your homies and they liking it. You like it and other people like it and they want you to drop. Like, I'm not even an artist. Like, I'm an artist, but I'm not an artist. You know what I mean? Like, I like music for sure, but that's not something I'm passionate about. But I will in the future for sure probably be creating music. I wanna get my acting thing started first. You know what I'm saying? Get that out there first before I start getting into different avenues and being a typical actor that's trying to rap, but it's trash. You know what I mean? If I create music. I kind of want to create conscious music, you know what I mean? I want people to resonate with whatever I'm saying or whatever I'm going through, you know what I mean? I'm not into like the new style of rap. Like I like it, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I'm jamming it. I'm listening to it all day, but just me creating it from like a creative standpoint, that's just not me. I don't do like the club music. I want to give you conscious music and I want to let you feel whatever how I'm feeling, you know what I mean? But as the hobbies goes, like really it's just acting, but I don't look at acting as like a job, you know what I mean? It's fun to me, you know what I mean? It's just like if somebody likes riding a bike, that's how acting is to me. Like I love doing it. It's like playing video games. Acting, me working on the script, that's fun to me. Me going search some stuff on YouTube so I can learn the ins and the outs, the do's and the don'ts of the industry. That's fun to me. You know what I mean? Like me going to class, that's fun. It may be work, but it's fun. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you have a job that feels like fun, I don't think it's really a job, man. It's just something you're passionate about and you just love doing.
Yeah, it just turns into a career, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what you want.
Yeah, for sure.
So like music. So you say you rather make like conscious music. So how do you feel about music nowadays? Do you feel like even like the music nowadays even like a club music type of vibe or anything you can really dance to, or is it just kind of like?
Like, am I interested in it?
Like, would you say you really even enjoy like the music that they kind of put out nowadays like that? Like, do you feel like you could dance to it for real, or do you feel like it's just more like something that is more conscious?
Yeah, I feel like you can dance to it. It's a lot of stuff that's out here that's club music that's good that's actually hitting. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, for my personal preference, like I love Joey Badass and he makes conscious music and you can feel whatever he's saying through each line, through each chorus. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just something, I just resonate with that. You know what I mean? I like the club music, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like my personal preference would be something just a more intellectual. You know what I mean? Something more I could just resonate with. You know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, I am gonna jam the club music though, man. Like, shout out Gunna, Thug, Baby. You you know, Young Nealy, everybody, all those Atlanta rappers, everybody. I'm going jamming for sure, but conscious me first.
I feel that, but you know, I know it's kind of like an interesting thing, man. Like, you know, what I'm saying, especially with like listening to music, 'cause everybody listens to something different. But,
Yeah.
you know, you always gotta like, I mean, keeping your mind open to just like possibilities of it, because you know, I don't know too much. Have you ever heard of like binaural beats?
No.
But I guess like some people use that to help them sleep better. You know what I mean? I'm kind of getting a little bit more informed on it myself. So it's just, you know, I can't really speak too much to it, but definitely that music can do something to you.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I don't know if you know, if you really want to ever do it someday, but I feel like, you know, if you really enjoy the acting and stuff, like, you gonna get back into social media, why not do like some skits or something, man?
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Cause, you know, I'm pretty sure, you know, you can put out something real nice, real culture and stuff. Cause I've seen like even like your trailers and stuff that you have for those films that you were speaking for. So you know what I mean? Like, I know you out there. I know you know doing your thing.
Trying to get active, man.
I mean, cause me personally, I love, you know, black independent films. You know that, I mean, that really keeps me entertained a lot of the time. Cause you know, I don't really, you know, all the other movies, you know, you'll watch some mainstream or some people are hyped up, or maybe something on Netflix, but like something that, you know, low budget, and you know what I mean, they have to be a little bit more creative with. I kind of like those, especially if it was well put together still, you know. So
it's just the rawness of it, man. That alone makes you just want to watch it.
Yeah, you know, and I kind of like that because I feel more like, you know, it's something that, you know, anybody could have done. But it's still, I feel like since that's the case, you have to put a little bit more like creative effort into it at the same time. You know what I mean? So like I don't know if I can feel like the actors doing their thing more, if I just enjoy just like the genre just in general. But it's definitely something you I guess you know, that's your thing. But do you ever think about like, you know, in the future if you ever want to do like action movies, drama?
Oh yeah, man. I want to do everything. I'm not the type of actor that just wants to do the typical thug movies, you know what I mean? I'm trying to do sci-fi. I want to do action movies, horror, thrillers, everything, you know what I mean? That's why I'm glad that my first project was like a horror, you know what I mean? Like, I die. I die in the film, you know what I mean? Like, I like doing I want to do sci-fi, you know what I mean? I feel like it's just, I don't know, sci-fi fantasy. I feel like with those projects, man, I don't know, I'm just in tune. Like, you watch Stranger Things, right?
I haven't seen the last season.
Like, Stranger, like, it's dope, dog. Like, just the whole process, and like, you really have to be like, you have to think imaginary on that set, because it's a lot of green screen effects. It's a lot of like stuff where they gotta put you in the air, like, and you gotta imagine, like, you gotta have like an inner object and imagine like what's going on, and then it's totally different from when they edit and they score it and all that. It's like, damn, I did not see all this when I was filming, you know what I mean? And now I'm looking at the final product and it looks amazing, you know what I mean? And I see why people resonate with it, because it's just great quality, great actors, you know what I mean? Great storyline, everything is just perfect. And sci-fi is different, you know what I mean? It's not the typical drama, you know what I mean? It's something different. That's the main thing. I'm hoping in the future, or very, very soon, I can get a project that's sci-fi or series. Doesn't matter. I want to audition for it, like, very, very soon.
It's real. It's real. So, like, with you, what do you feel like you fit in, like, a trope right now, like a character role that just, like, puts you in, like, a thuggish kind of, like, perspective right now, or?
I kind of do. That's why I'm trying to be more versatile with projects. That's why I'm glad I did the project for the Big Three. I was a nerd, you know what I mean? With the two other projects I did, they were kind of like, I don't like to keep playing the angry type of character, you know what I mean? I want to show everybody that I got range, you know what I mean? I want to, hopefully, upcoming, you know, in the works, I want to do something that's probably very emotional, or something that will surprise people. They'll be like, whoa, like, I didn't see that character like coming. I didn't see that role coming, because that's different. And I can tell you really put in the work to kill this character, because that's not who you are in real life. You know what I mean? And I want when people go see me in the theaters, I want them to walk out and be like, yo, everything that he did was like natural and believable. You know what I mean? And I want them to sit with that. Like, I want them to be, oh yeah, I want to go watch that again. You know what I mean? That was hard. let me go look him up and let me follow his journey, because like that's not a typical actor right there. He's different. You know what I mean? So I want to just have range.
I feel it. I feel that. So I gotta ask, since you're in a horror movie, did you die first?
Nah, man, I ain't die first.
You ain't die first. You probably like second or third though.
I was second.
You were second or third.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know you gotta go. You gotta get them out quick.
It's funny cause when you filming, like you don't film in order, and like I died first. You know what I mean? But I didn't die in the film first. Like it's weird. It's crazy. It's a fun, crazy experience. It's crazy what like how like the angles of a camera can like do for film. Like you can like literally be acting like you're hitting something, but you're not. And then on camera, it look like you smashing something like crazy. You know what I mean? And that's what happened in like the first film. The dude was smashing like the ground, and it was like he was kind of smashing the fake head, but he wasn't. He was just like smashing the ground, and that's what's interesting. Like that's what's crazy. Like the things that y'all think is like actually happening, it's not. You know what I mean? Like it's always different. You know what I mean?
That's real, but do you feel like with the death scenes, do you feel like they kind of put you in like a real situation, or do you feel like it'd be kind of like dumb? Like when you be sitting there, like sitting through it, like, would I really like die like this?
I feel like the way how we went about it, or generally how somebody would go about it in film, I feel like they would try to do it in the most realistic way. You know what I mean? So him coming to me, I don't want to spoil the movie, but I'll just say the way that he did it, it was real and it's clever. The way how it was shot. You know what I mean? So shout out to the camera crew that worked on that set with me. That was a dope experience, and the way how they shot that for my death scene, when y'all get to see that, y'all gonna enjoy it for sure.
That's real. I don't know if like a natural reaction is like people typically, you know, end up just spazzing when they feel like they're gonna die or something like that.
I mean, I guess it just depends on the film. You know what I mean? I mean, with me necessarily, I didn't just go crazy. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but let's just say it was an experience. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
That's real. That's real. I mean, you said it's coming out what, in a few months?
I'm not sure. He's in the works. He's talking to streamers and stuff like that, trying to get it on the platform. He had another movie that was on I think Apple TV and Amazon Prime. So I'm hoping he can hopefully get a distribution deal with a distributor, and hopefully he can have like a series where he can drop maybe 6 to 8 to maybe 10 episodes of that whole little concept, and we can probably get it on these platforms. Hopefully it can drop maybe YouTube or Tubi soon, please, like something. I just want to hear something. Yeah, I'm low key interested in watching it again. I kind of forgot what happened.
No, I feel that. I mean, I hope he does YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll be reviewing. I don't know if a lot of people use Tubi a lot. I know I'll use Tubi.
Yeah, Tubi goes crazy.
It does. It does. I've got a lot of movies on there.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
But nah, streaming's just turned the cable for me, big dog. I'm not even gonna hold you. I can't find nothing. I'm just flipping all the time. So.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think really, you know, I like all of that. I like hearing about like your passion and how like, you know what I'm saying, everything's gonna like work out and fit into the puzzle for you. Cause you know, even along the way you're gonna hit bumps and you probably, I don't know, even know what you could be dealing with right now. It's probably might be smooth sailing for you right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, everything good. But then at some point it's always gonna change.
Yeah, it's for sure ups and downs, man. Like people don't know how many times like I went to work, man, and I cried in my car just cause like I didn't want to be working this 9 to 5, and it's hard because you got to, and you gotta have money to, you know, invest in yourself. Like if I didn't have a job, I can't invest in class. How am I gonna get money for class? How am I gonna go act? You know what I mean? I need to have money so I can drive there. I have to pay bills. So it gets to the point like when you like not booking and you're auditioning and like you keep hitting the word no, and that's why in this industry you gotta have thick skin. Gotta have thick skin because you're gonna hear a lot of no's. Like I got 51 auditions this year. That's 51 no's. I haven't booked everything. You know what I mean? So you gotta just have thick skin, go crazy, and just stay true, man. Like that's my motto. Just always stay true, because it's gonna be ups and downs. But I never let myself get too high, and I never let myself get too low. You know what I mean? It's just keep a balance and just keep going. That's the main thing.
It's real. It's real. I mean that, you know, everybody thinks, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, they don't want to work. But me personally, I feel like everybody gotta work.
Yeah.
It's just not everybody has to work the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people, like, everybody, you gonna have, you know, what they want to say is essential. The people that work at, like, gas station or at, you know what I'm saying, your stores and stuff. And then you got your white collar people that are gonna work in the office buildings or in, like, you know, the nice desk areas of a factory or something like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you know, it's still the same thing. I mean, different people are just taking different routes in their life. You know, everybody has their own path type.
Yeah.
So, you know, you gotta respect everybody for their journey. You know, because your success doesn't end there. You know what I mean? You just gonna keep moving and flowing, and you could really be successful in whatever you kind of want to be successful. It just matters about what you're willing to sacrifice, what you're willing to put in, and what you're willing to give up.
Right, for sure. Everybody have different. That person might be successful in 6 months. I might be successful in 3. Somebody might be successful in 2 years. Somebody might be successful in 10. Like it's your own path. But you gotta just keep going. You stay true to it. That's facts.
So, I mean, and even when I say give up, you know what I mean like kind of give up, like, you know, what you're willing to give to the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, a lot of times it's going to be like, you know, you get that feeling inside, like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
This isn't, you know, do something else, go to sleep. You know,
Yeah.
I get that. Fuck that.
And I feel like with that, I feel like if you really genuinely passionate about whatever you do, like, yeah, it's gonna be hard times where you just want to quit, but I feel like with this, if you feel like you can go a week, well, not even a week, probably a day, without thinking about this or doing this, then it's not for you. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of people that's like in my position, or that's trying to be aspiring actors or whatever, and it's people out here that's complaining, but it's people out here that's actually putting in work and like going through those obstacles and going through hardships and stuff like that, but they still going. You know what I mean? You can't just quit because one little thing happens. You have to keep going. So if you feel just even one day, if you feel like, oh, I don't feel like doing this. You know, I don't feel like, if I'm a rapper, I don't feel like writing today. I don't feel like listening to beats today. If I'm an actor, I don't feel like going over a script or applying today. Like, it's not for you because it's hard. Like, the industry, this thing is hard. So if you've fallen off now, just imagine like when you get like, say you get like, cause it's crazy, you can book a role, right? And like, you can book one role, right? And like not book anything the rest of that year. And you'll feel down about that, you know what I mean? But it's important to stay true and just keep working, cause you never know. Like, say you book one thing that year, and you don't book nothing else. The next year, January 1st, you can book a series, and that could change your life forever. You gotta just stay true and keep going, bro. You can't stop, you know what I mean? So, I'm never gonna like feel bad, or, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna always hold myself accountable. I'm not gonna let myself get too low, you know what I mean? Because it's gonna be hard, and I'm expecting it, you know what I mean? So I gotta just keep going.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing, like, you know, in that self-reflection, you know what I mean? You gotta look at yourself, you know what I mean? And look at, like, you know, like you saying, like, all that, you know, where you bear the fruits of your labor. You know what I mean? Your harvest is what you basically put out for it. Did you plant any seeds that lead you to where you want to be? Like, you know, a lot of people are going to blame everything else, like life is too stressful, I had all this other stuff to do, but there's always going to be excuses to why you just didn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why didn't you just do it, and then whether it worked or it failed, just did it and tried it and see if it worked. Because sometimes that risk means all the difference, because like you're saying, all it takes is one day for you to not be consistent.
Yeah,
you know
and that's
what
my
I'm saying?
thing. I don't like people who give excuses, man. Like, we all have the same 24, bro. If you're really passionate about what you love to do it. There's no reason why you shouldn't want to be working on this thing every week, every day of the week, man. Put in work. It could be the smallest thing. As long as you're trying, you doing something, can't nobody else do nothing but respect that, because you're trying. There's a lot of people that just talk, you know what I mean? And I'm hoping that somebody sees this and realize, like, yo, you're wasting time. Like, tomorrow is not promised, bro. You need to put in some work today. Like, change your life today. Like, what you do now dictates your future. Like, you're not gonna just sit and, like, it's not gonna just come to you. You have to do something for you to change your future. If you just sit here, like, yeah, they like me, they gonna mess with me. Like, nah, like, you have to work. You know what I mean? So just put in the work, and, you know, you'll get progress until you accomplish what you want to accomplish. You know what I mean?
No, it's real. Like, that's how you can find your own fulfillment. Like, you gotta know your goals. You gotta know where your position is. You gotta know where you're starting. You can't just assume just because these people are liking it and these people know you, like, they ain't gonna be your only audience.
Yeah.
They ain't. You know what I mean? They only signify like a certain group of them, and some of that's already coming with bias because they like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What about the ones who don't know you? You know what I'm saying? Maybe they don't even like you.
Exactly.
Can you still reach them?
Exactly. And if you could do that, then you got potential out this roof.
You got potential. Like, cause there's people that, they do that just naturally. Like, someone hates you, they hate you the whole time, but they're your closest friend. And they'll stay your closest friend. And they'll be one of your friends that telling everybody, they'll tell everybody around you that likes to regurgitate that they're saying good things. But, honestly, they could hate your guts. You know what I mean? They're going through a whole different struggle. Or it could be that one person admires another, and the other one's just going through life. You know what I mean? They're just selfish. They know that it's all for them. They don't worry about themselves. But there's times, everybody got roles. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got roles in like the system and like where we fall in, even a pyramid or in the government or even in our daily lives. Like, and you just gotta play yours.
Yeah.
Just gotta play yours, huh? So you're gonna be tempted to do a lot of things. You're gonna have an inner feeling, an inner voice on the inside telling you not to do everything, but you still gotta get up.
Yeah.
You still gotta work.
Still gotta put the work in.
You still gotta do everything, man. Like if you want to see that progress for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least like that's something I like firmly believe in. Cause if I didn't believe in it, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say nothing that I don't believe in. You know what I mean? Like I feel like personally, like people project how they feel, whether it is coming from like a place of care, a place of hate, or a place of insecurity. Like, it doesn't matter where it's coming from. It's some projection of they feel this way. You know what I mean? Though they may not speak it that way to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, some people, like, they might be stoic, they might be steadfast, they might tell you, like, you know what I mean, like, what it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But that, you ain't gonna get that all the time, and you're not gonna know who the hell to get that from, because you don't know who's gonna be bullshitting you and who's not.
Right. You
know what I mean? But that's like another thing about chances and opportunities. You don't know. You don't know until you know.
Yeah.
And that's a part of like the experience. Like, our human experience is about learning and taking these chances. You know what I mean? So like, shoot, be an actor. What's the chances that you're not?
Yeah.
What's the chances that all those actors there now are gonna stay there forever? They're gonna get old.
Yeah.
People aren't gonna watch them no more. They aren't. People aren't gonna watch it no more. There's gonna be a whole new group of kids that ain't gonna remember them.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't even do. No telling you talk to some kids now. I mean, of them old actors that probably just died in these recent years, they already know.
Yeah.
And then ones that are born in, who's gonna know them if we're not showing them the movies or telling them about it? You know what I mean? Like, it's just gonna be lost to time, bro.
Yeah, it's true. That's why you gotta be memorable, man. Keep going, go crazy. Every time you get on the screen, man, just as an actor, just go crazy, man. And hopefully resonate with people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's part of your legacy there, that people resonated with you.
Yeah.
I mean, those people don't remember you. So they might show you a movie.
For sure. For sure.
Affiliation goes so far, that anybody can really appreciate.
And we on the pod, man.
We on the pod, man.
We on the pod.
It's been a good time, man. So
yeah, for sure.
I don't know if you got any any other thoughts on your mind.
Man,
I guess you could shout out your socials again.
Oh yeah, if you want to follow me on Instagram, follow me at real Xavier E.F. Nealy. Post all my acting stuff on there. When we posting upcoming projects and stuff that's coming real soon. I'm really only on Instagram. Shoot me a DM if you need advice for starting an acting career or just anything typically you want to ask me. Just to pick my head and pick my brain about anything. You know what I mean? Shoot me a DM at real Xavier E.F. Nealy on Instagram.
And we'll also post it on our page. Any positive motivation before we sign out?
Yo, stay true, man. Keep putting in work. Be consistent. and be persistent. Don't never let nobody tell you you can't do nothing. Do it, bro. Cause I'm living proof that like I'm doing something that I want to do, and if I keep putting in the work, my potential and my success at the end of that road is coming near. Like I'm going to reach it. So keep going crazy, stay true, and keep putting in work. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, everybody. Thank you.